Eat your words, okay? Eat them. Eat them, bro. Good fold. Good, good, good fold, man. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Welcome back to another stream here on the PokerStaples channel. Holy smokes, we got a big day. Happy to be back in action, and we have a bunch of huge tournaments going on today. The 5K main event, the 1K mini main event, and the 109 micro main event for the WPT. They're all very deep, deserve a lot of attention and focus, so gonna give it a go. We raise and 4-bet. Nonetheless, we're quite short here, and so I think it's a really clear call it off. Here you can see King 7, right? King 7 finding the 30 blind jam, saying, hey, I think that this is too wide in theory, right? So they're saying, I think your calling range is not going to be nearly wide enough against my jam. You know, like I don't give you credit for being able to call off with the correct range, is basically what he's saying in that spot. Or he's figured out something that I haven't figured out. But we'll take the double up, 187 in the 5K. We have a set on King 9-3 all hearts. Now a small bet. You may say like, why are you betting small? Like, don't you want to bet big? On these flush draw boards, you really don't want to have much of a big bet. It doesn't make a lot of sense. And in a three-way pot as well, you don't necessarily want to have a big bet very often. So I think small bet is the way, but no bites. Hey, above starting stack though, that's nice in the 5K. It's nice to have a solid stack there. We'll keep it going. Raise the ace-8, get a call from Adamo. 8-7-6 on the flop. We like our hands. Call this lead. I mean, we're set up with like quite a strong hand, a lot stronger hand than our average hand. Jack of hearts on the turn is not so good, right? It does complete some things that they can have. Probably this calling range in the small blind is going to be a little bit bigger than what you would expect. So call for the small bet. They really put us to the cage if they go for big sizing, but they go for the small sizing, which is good. On the river, we have trip eights, which is great. Clearly, there's still a lot of things that beat us, but our hand is solid. And we're going to go for a value bet here with ace-8. I think I would check back like 8-9 suited and 8-10 suited here. This is probably the weakest hand that I choose to value bet in this spot. Maybe king-8 suited as well. Because I think that we're going to get a call from 8-9 and 8-10 and 8-jack suited, which probably is in the range. But some frequency, there's going to be 9-10 and flushes, right? So we will value on ourselves a few times, and against a check raise, we need to fold. So we're opening ourselves up to getting bluffed off our hand. What's interesting is also the turn, right? They go for small sizing. We just call on the turn. It's curious as to what he thinks we do with like flushes and straights when we face that small bet and then 1/3, right? But we take it. Queen jack suited, pretty nice hand. Definitely a hand worth playing often. Ace-8 4, 2 diamonds. Small bet here with our flush draw, second nut flush draw. They, of course, have all the king high flush draws, but they also have 10 high and 9 high and 7 high flush draws and stuff like that. So we're not too concerned about being flush over flush. Most of the time, we're just going to take it down with a bet here. Not when they have an 8, a 4, an ace, or a gut shot, or one of those aforementioned flush draws. Some king highs definitely float as well. King, queen, king, jack, king 10, any of those with a diamond. King with a diamond is continuing, but a good flop to start. Charles calls 2 on the turn. So we are betting about 50-50 here of our range. Queen jack of diamonds, I think, mostly wants to bet here. Very rarely check. We will indeed go for a bet. When you think about the sort of hands we have to choose to bluff with, 7-6 and 6-5 suited are in there. King high flushes, queen high flushes, jack high flushes. Hands like King 7 suited are in there, right? Which are pretty reasonable. I think queen jack of diamonds, like a queen high flush draw, is a lot better bet here than a king high flush draw, in that we're folding out some king highs, which is great, right? And that's what we want to do. I like the bluff here most of the time, although we will check it like a bit for balance, you know? On the river queen, easy check, check. Hope they don't have an ace. We beat 4-5. Let's go. The queens will 3-bet here. Jacks, I would mostly call in the big blind, but I'm going to 3-bet queens and kings and aces. Still some jacks, still some 10s, both of them at a small frequency. The occasional ace-x offsuit, the occasional ace-x suited, the occasional like jack 10 and queen 8 suited and stuff like that. I guess check raise this turn, dude. I don't really know how we want to proceed from here. And take it down on the river. Was that a snap call or what happened? Jacks. I got wrecked on the turn, right? The fact that they don't bet on the turn with like the overpair and the diamond and the hand that most wants protection and value and whatever. I did get wrecked there, but we win the pot. And we have double starting stacks, so let's not be too pessimistic. But good check by them on the turn. We are 3-betting to call against Jason Dickinson with ace-jack, and good luck. We're flipping for a lot in equity here, chat. Ace or jack, give me a spade. Oh, ace on the turn, hold. Come on, let's go. Nice chip up there, 530,000. This is a nice stack sitch, chat. This is really good. Open the fours, get a call from Simon B. Small bet on deuce 3-9. Get check raised, and we call and see a turn. We expect to get check raised a reasonable amount on this board. With fours, we still want to bet the flop because we value protection against a bunch of stuff. We have 3 to a straight, we have 3 to a flush. I mean, we have enough good stuff going on where we can call any check raise and still bet the flop and get protection from king queen and king jack and king 10 and queen jack and queen 10. Like, getting those sort of hands to fold is a dream for us with this hand. Turn is a deuce, and we get a check from Simon. We're going to go for a small bet here again. I think is fine and reasonable. Buying ourselves a river showdown, so we lose the minimum against a 9, and then again folding out some equity and getting some value from club draws. Take it. Nice. Ace jack. Beautiful. Good spot, man. 310 entered this flight so far with an hour and 6 minutes left, which means that about 46 right now, around 46 players will be making it through as we flop trips. But reg is still open, so it'll probably be 55 or something, you know, or 50, as we get no action with our trip jacks. This is going to be a call. We're 120 blinds deep here. You can, in theory, sometimes 3-bet here, but I'm going to call. Queen jack 5, cool. We flop a set, middle set. So at like 40 blinds deep here, this is an auto pog check raise, like, get this in, right? Problem is, if we get in 110 blinds right now, we're up against ace high flush, king high flush, set of queens. And set of queens wouldn't get in, actually. So I'm going to play this pretty deceptively and just start with a call here. Check. And if it goes like bet, 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 then it's just call, 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 right? If it goes check, check, then it's a nice bet on the river. If it's bet, bet, then it's just a call. And then that's kind of the worst news if it goes bet, bet, check river, because we love to play more against that. Ace of diamonds on the river, we check. Decent bluff catcher here with the jacks, I think. It's just a strong hand, and like they're going to bluff without a diamond sometimes, so I think looking them up is fine. Okay. Too bad against that hand, but that's fine. Tens. Just lost 7 to ace queen in the 55, but that's all right. A decent amount of checking here, but like 8s, 9s, 10s are the hands that least want to check of all hands here. So I'm going to just bet. It's kind of fun to check raise, but we should use better pairs probably to do that, like kings and queens and jacks. So I think we're just going to bet 8s, 9s, 10s. We're going to check a lot of stuff, like a lot of ace highs and king highs and all that. Raise to 36. We fast play here. We fast play with 10s. I think, especially against a great opponent like this out of position, we call, there's going to be a pot size bet left. I think we just want to end the hand, get it in, and win against a lot of stuff and lose against a few things, you know. Come on, let's go. Let's go, chat. Come on. Beautiful. 725,000. That's going to put us in 8th place right now. Oh, chunk of chips, man. That's a chunk of chips. Let's keep it going. Keep stacking up. Ace jack suited against Jamie Lowe. We are 57 blinds deep. Folds. Open ace jack. Get 3 bets. Call. Super happy to call. Don't want to 4-bet get it in because ace 10 is not going to 3-bet call all in. And so, yeah, we just call. Hope for a good flop. But obviously our hand is great, right? Bet at 20,000. I think call is fine. I mean, small part of me wants to raise because it's really nice against ace 4, ace 5, right? To raise, really nice. And it gets tough later on in the hand, but I think call is best. So we call. Bet at 39, 147. Clear call again. This is a little bit more protected because, you know, if Adamo's bluffing, definitely still got to be worried about king, queen, king, jack, king 10 with any diamond backdoor stuff. So I'm definitely comfortable calling on this turn for this price, and I think it's better than raising because raising doesn't accomplish too much. And on the river, if they jam, I am comfortable folding as well. Like, I think it's fine with ace jack. We block the flush draw we want them to be bluffing with as well. And I think we're pretty protected in this river in that we have 9-10 suited and 9-jack suited and 9-8 suited and king queen and king jack and king 10 and middling pairs and stuff like that. I don't think we need to call ace jack with spades. So fold. We want to do both here. I'm going to mix 50-50 between 3-bet and call. We're going to call this time. We're okay getting it in against Nicola for 33 blinds. But it also plays well as a flat in that we open up squeeze opportunities, which our hand is doing really well against. And we go to a flop. Queen A3. Usually checks to us here, and then we bet like 11K, 12K. It's fine. But we just take it down. It's too bad, man. Jamie Lowe opens. We are going to 3-bet to 36. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me, chat. With the best hand in poker. Okay. 680, 686. What a heater, man. A lot of big hands in a row. We look like absolute maniacs. We aren't. We're just had, you know, probably 5 out of 10 hands were playable there. Check to Fabian here. Easy call on the turn with our 8s. It's a pretty annoying spot on the river here. We, of course, block the straight. We block the goods. Check is really easy after it checks. And we don't win, but that's okay. What do we want to do with ace-jack here? Bro, we have so many hands to choose from to bluff here is the problem. Like, this is such our board, right? Oh, man. We need to bluff. It's just, like, I hate the turn spot because it's just like, bro, I want to bet because this is us. Like, I almost feel like we should bet 100% of range, but I don't think we should. And when they bet on the turn, check calling sucks, dude. Like, do I want to try and check call down here and beat hands? Or would I just prefer to rep like everything that I can have here, which is like everything, especially when they check on the flop, you know, it's like we're discounting their overpairs quite a bit. We're discounting their sets quite a bit, discounting their straights quite a bit. It's like their range ends up being garbage. So should I bet on the turn? Maybe. But once I decide to check, I don't think I should check call and just like I should flex our advantage there, I think, you know, but it's an annoying hand to be in. I'm just not happy to be in that spot because ace jack is so in the middle. It's such a middle, like with second pair, we don't need to check raise. Right? With ace hijack kicker, it's like, well, what the heck do we do? I could fold jacks to you, lol. Let's throw a lol out there. Listen, man, if you're going to talk smack, be so confident in your fold that you're going to talk smack. Be right. You know what I mean? Hey, man, if you're going to make a hero fold and then goad me for it in the chat and then drop a laugh out loud, be right. All right, Andrew? Okay, someone clip it and ship it. Send it to him on social media. I don't know where he is, but Andrew, eat your words. Okay? Eat them. Eat them, bro. Good fold. Good fold, man. We're going to fold the 4-3. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So let's hit a 4, especially against Andrew. I mean, come on. Come on against Andrew. It's too poetic. Hit the 4. Oh, bruh. Come on, man. Just do it for the memes. Fold to the half pot bet. Open ace 4, get a call. Queen, queen 10. Some checkbacks. We are going to check this one. I think about half-half here. We're not super short. We're 50 blinds deep. We have a lot of value hands that prefer to check, keep the pot small. Ace 4 is beating a lot of stuff that calls. I don't mind betting now. On the turn, on the river, I don't know so much. Like on the turn, we get to fold out some ace 5, ace 6, ace 7. Put small pairs in a really tough spot, like 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s kind of hands. We do have some showdown value with our ace high, but ace 4 is not the same as ace king there. We lose to some better aces. I think betting on the turn is good. Raising a shove. This is for 12 blinds. I think we call. I mean, I don't see the reason why for betting makes a lot of sense. I think we just call and then decide against anyone's further action. So, and I don't think folding is good either with jacks. It's pretty tough against under the gun. The thing is, like, ace king is definitely in their range, which is the issue. If they come back over the top, it's really, really brutal, and I think very close as to what we want to do. Our hand looks super strong in that this is the worst hand we have in the spot. I don't think we have 10s, but they call. Let's see if there's any reason to not go all in here. I think we're just all in. I mean, obviously, this is going to be aces, kings, queens sometimes, but I think, especially with the jack of hearts, get max value from ace king with the ace of hearts, and, you know, yeah, I think we just go for it. Hold. Come on! Oh, it's a huge pot, man. It's huge. That was really spicy, man. 900,000. We are in 8th position in the tournament, dude. Woo! Call. Ace deuce. I don't really know what I want to do here. I'm trying to think about what our response is with a bunch of different hands, right? And the flop, we're going to check raise a decent amount. The problem is, though, like, what are good check raise hands? Well, ace 5 and ace 3 and ace deuce come to mind for sure. But then like ace 5, the backdoor spades, the backdoor diamonds, the backdoor hearts, all the king high backdoors as well. Jack 10 with backdoors. Like, all of those seem better to me as check raise bluffs than ace deuce, no backdoor. But then, is that enough check raise bluffs to match every queen X and fours fold that's going to check raise here, right? Like, maybe we can widen it up to where even ace deuce, ace 3, ace 5, without the backdoor flush draws, are going for it. I don't really know the answer as to whether this is fine or not. I also don't think we can fold on such a dry board with two very wide ranges. I think we need to continue. So I went for the call on the flop, but it feels bad, you know? And like, we can see 10-9 doesn't put in another cent, you know? I'm not very certain that that was the best play. I obviously think it was the best play. My certainty is not high. Against the cutoff open here with ace jack, I think it's a jam. The thing is, it's so nice to fold out all of these broadways like king queen and king jack and king 10 and king 9 suited, king 8 suited. Make them call out with the 5s, the 6s, and 7s for 30 blinds. It's a pretty big win, and it's not like our hand is so strong we want a 3-bet call, really. Post-flop, not being suited, it's whatever. I think ace jack, ace queen offsuit are pretty good shoves here for 32, 34 blinds. So I'm going to go all in. Good luck. See, and here we have a flip for it all, but we forced them to call off for the flip, right? Hold it. Come on, let's go. 1.2 million, chat. 1.2 million, we're in 6th place. King, queen. 3-bet, I think. Against Gavin. We have Limitless, great player in the big blind. We definitely want to flat some. King, queen offsuit. Ugh, bruh, you know? It's just not so nice. Get a call. Ace 8, 6, 2 diamonds. Flop bet fine. What on the turn here is the issue? I mean, we probably have like king 8 suited, 3 bets maybe, or queen 9 suited maybe, 9, 10 suited occasionally. Flop is fine. The thing is, I think their flatting range probably contains a reasonable amount of ace X suited. So now it's like, on the turn, do we want to try and get ace 7 to fold, right? Do we want to shove and try and get it to fold and say, like, I have ace king, I have ace queen, or not, right? That's the issue. And then on the flop, we still have like quite a lot of strong hands. See, that's not so good because now ace 9, ace 8, and ace 6 suited call. Ace 7 now has another reason to call. We, of course, have no equity, right? Like, it's a lot better for us if we have a 10 in our hand to bluff here, or a 7. I think we just give up. Obviously not happy about it. It's a pretty big pot, 330K, but... Audemars goes for the raise. Audemars Ladva from Estonia. Streets. Check fold. The 9-8. What sort of hands continue? Pairs, straight draws, flush draws, and then ace highs, and then queen jack, you know. Well, there's a few queen jacks that would float before ace deuce maybe, but 9-8 is way, way down on the list. Just a fold. Jack 6 suited, we folds. 7s against ace queen. Limitless is out. Audemars Ladva from Estonia is up to 800K. 123 remain. 52 make the money. This hour is not going to be the bubble, but next hour will be. Pocket 4s, nice hand. It's an okay hand. It's not like, oh my god, amazing, right? But it's, I think, playable. The frustrating thing about this is obviously shove stack here, here, and could be here for 28.5 blinds. Still, I think, worth an open, though. And this is the chip leader, Timothy. Being 90 blinds deep, we love getting 3-bet here, actually. Because when we flop a set of 4s, it's like, oh my god, let's go. In position. Against the chip leader, like, amazing. So we don't mind this. We don't mind this, chat. We don't mind it. That's fun, Timothy. Now, we're so deep that I don't think we really want to start, like, setting up for... Wow, bet at 144. Huge bet sizing, right? Just call, though. Just call. I was going to say, like, if it checks to us, we don't want to, like, all of a sudden start betting huge or anything, but... Call turns to 3. But now there's so much money in the pot. We're going to be all in. But hopefully Timothy does it for us, right? Timothy bets again. No point in raising. Just call. Should not be too many 5s in Timothy's range. Main thing we're concerned about here is sets. 9s and 6s that are just like, oh, I've hit a set. Set over set. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Ace 5 suited, possible, but not super likely again. Not a lot to talk about here with bottom set. Just call it off.